Happy day, everyone. This is Sierra and I am coming to you with my my first week pre-op follow-up review, whatever you want to call it. But I'll go ahead and just introduce myself because I have noticed that I am getting quite a few views and I've gotten a few new subscribers, so hi. Thanks so much for following, and thanks so much for following my journey and wishing me well. I appreciate you guys so much. You know, I intended for this to be something that I use to just document my story, and if along the way someone gets some help or someone's inspired, then I am all for that. But in the meanwhile, I appreciate you guys supporting me. So thank you so much to everyone who has subscribed and everyone who has left me beautiful comments and sent me beautiful messages. I see them and I am trying to respond to everyone. So thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. So just to kind of recap, I decided that I am going to be having vertical sleeve gastrectomy, and I did some research. I kind of invested my time. I spoke to some people that had it done, and within a couple of weeks I made the decision that this was right for me. I've been battling weight for over 10 years, up and down, up and down, up and down. So this is just the decision that I felt was best for me at this time in my life, and I don't regret it. No one's gonna make me regret it, and I am going to continue to follow the path that God has set for me, and this is just happening to be that. So if you are interested in knowing more about how the journey came about and everything about how I feel about, like, you know, starting this journey, I do have a video. It's the one where I have on a bathing suit in the picture and it says I'm getting VSG. If you want to go watch that video, it'll give you more information. And then also I have a video that talks about how what inspired me, and then I go into other things. So there's a ton of videos that I posted before this. Right now I just want to talk about my first week on the pre-op liquid diet, and how it went, what happened. Just gonna recap some things just in case someone's about to start theirs or someone is interested and they want to know how the first week is. I'm gonna give you all the ins and outs, all the details of what I've incurred the past. Actually today, as of today, I'm on day 10. So the video is a little bit late, this 7 days. I was actually traveling, so it was kind of hard for me to film my recap video, but I am actually 10 days into the liquid diet as of today, and my liquid diet is 14 days, and my surgery is in 5 days. So I have 4 more days of this, and then surgery is, I'm gonna roll into surgery. So as of today, I am 5 days away from surgery. Like, I can't even believe it, guys. Like, this has gone by so fast that I don't even know. Like, it feels like I'm in a time warp or some type of, like, I fell into the Bermuda Triangle and just like went into the swirl and ended up in a whole nother dimension. I have no idea, but it has gone by so fast, and I've just been in such great spirits. Like, everything has been so good. So I'm just keeping my faith and praying that this is where God wants me to be. This is the journey that he has set for me, and I just walked through that door that he opened for me. And I know, like, my God, I have a very strong faith, guys. So when I do something, I pay attention to all the signs. I really, like, I go with my heart and I go with my gut, and my gut always leads me to the right place. Like, I've learned to trust my gut, and my gut told me this is where I should be, so I'm doing it. And when things like this happen, it's going to better my life. Every single time I follow my gut, it betters my life. So this surgery in 5 days is gonna go phenomenal. I am not gonna have any complications. My surgeon is gonna be amazing. He's gonna be blessed on the day of my surgery. His hands are gonna be perfect. He's not gonna have any issues with his phalanges at all, okay? Because God led me to him, and God is not going to put me in a position where I am gonna be harmed or it hinders the place that he has put me into as of now. So that was my little faith rant, so pardon me, but I just had to say that because I trust that this journey is going to be an amazing journey, just because it has already started off to be one. I mean, I'm just so grateful. I'm just so grateful that I'm in a position to take care of this for myself, finally, like finally. So without all that ranting, because I've already ranted long enough, let's talk about my first week. Okay, so I did take notes, and I have kind of documented everything that's been going on throughout the beginning. So I'm just gonna get my notes on my phone. Let me turn my computer back on because it gives me good light. Until I get my office together, I'm gonna kind of just be at my desk right here. I'm actually gonna be moving. I don't know if you didn't see my video, I work from home. I work out of my dining room. My dining room has been converted into an office, and it is a hot mess this way. It's documents, paper, equipment, so not gonna let you see all that until I do a video. I am gonna do a video where I do clean and organize the dining room, but that's gonna be in conjunction with me moving into like my guest room, which I'm turning into my office. So that'll be a while, because I wanted to try and start it before I went into surgery, but I've been so busy I just didn't have the time. So anywho, let me get into my notes so I don't forget anything, because I'm wanting to make sure I don't leave anything out for you guys. Every single little detail is important. I know how it was when I was researching, and I want to make sure if someone comes across this page, they're like, okay, Sierra's going to take care of me. She's going to give me the real. She's going to give me all the details. So that's what I'm doing. All right. So, okay. So a couple things I did. I did like, well, let me see, where should I start? Okay, let's just start with day one. Day one, when you're on your pre-op liquid diet, it could be the worst day of your life, or it could be the best. It depends on your own mind state. See, I prepared myself, even though it's only been 2 months from the time that I decided I wanted to have surgery and the time that my surgery was scheduled. I was already so over this weight that I think I had already prepared myself for whatever was coming. So whether that would have been me losing the weight on my own, working out in the gym, eating healthier, you know, cutting my own appetite on my own, or getting this tool to help me do those things. So whatever it was gonna be, I feel like 2018, I was going to be in a certain mind state to get whatever done. And the scary thing about that is, I thought about it the other day, and I was like, you know what, I've done so good on this pre-op diet, maybe I can just do it. Like, maybe I don't even need the surgery. Maybe I should just cancel it, you know? Like, if I'm doing this good on a liquid diet, I should be able to do this good in real life with just eating better and cutting my portions down and things like that. But guess what? I've done that before. And I've failed. I've been in this position before. I've been in this mind state before where nothing else matters other than me losing this weight. Nothing else matters other than me getting healthy. But guess what happens? As soon as I get a little leeway, as soon as I start seeing progress, I have a cheat day here, I have a cheat day there, a cheat day here, cheat day there, cheat day everywhere. And know what happens? It all starts coming back. So I told myself that I was put in this position, I made the decision, I'm confident in my decision, so I'm going forward with it. Because I know me. When you know yourself, you know how to do better for yourself. And right now, this is how I'm going to do better for myself. I probably can make it through March and be great. I'll probably be strict, go to the gym. I love working out, to be honest. Like, I probably haven't shared that. I actually love working out. Like, I love working out, but I love food more. So, probably get to March and then be like, ooh, crawfish season, seafood season, and it's time to eat, you know, and then I'm gonna eat. And then I'm gonna want some more, and then I'm gonna want some more, and then I'm gonna want some more, because I have no willpower when it comes to the foods that I love. I am from Louisiana, guys. Like, this is the hardest place to say no to food. Like, everything you put in your mouth is just like it's so good. So I know me. So I told myself, nope, that ain't it, Cece. That ain't gonna be it, boo. You need to just go ahead, take care of what you need to take care of. still be able to enjoy the foods that you love, but you're gonna be limited in how much you can consume. God's gonna step in and say, no, 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 boo, you took that tummy I gave you and you cut it up a little bit, you sliced it down, you shaved it down a little bit, so you can only consume this much, not this much. And that's what I need. So rant number 2 is over. All right, so long story short, number 1, day 1, easy as pie for me, guys. Like, I was so ready to start that I literally had no issues. Like, I mean, it was just easy. I drank my water. So let me just run you through, let me go back. Let me run you through a typical day of what I've been doing. And my days have been pretty similar. Nothing has really changed other than the flavors of the particular things that I am drinking and eating or whatever. So I start the day off, wake up, brush my teeth, wash my face. I start off with my vitamins, which I have already showed in my haul video, I believe. And if not, all I have powdered vitamins that I put into my little shaker bottle, and I put it with 10 ounces of water, and it's so good. It's actually peach mango flavor, y'all. It tastes like peach mango Minute Maid. I mean, it's so good. It's like the peach Minute Maid, if you've ever had it, that's exactly what it tastes like. So when I'm drinking it, I feel like I'm just drinking Minute Maid. Like, it's so good. Every morning I'm like at the point where I'm craving it, like I'm looking for it. So I drink that first thing in the morning. I take my little, after I drink that, I take my little B12 little dissolvable tablet that I love. It tastes so good. It tastes like a little piece of candy. Like, everything I'm taking, I love. Like, it tastes good. Everything I'm eating on pre-op, it tastes good. Like, I'm not forcing things into my mouth that I'm just like, nope, not gonna work. Like, I'm actually enjoying the things that I'm drinking and eating, so I'm really good. But vitamins first, B12. Then I drank water after I finished my liquid vitamins because it's 10 ounces, so I have a little bit of water left in the bottle. I finished that off, and then I grab my protein shake whenever I'm done. So I grab my first protein shake, and I love three flavors. I love the strawberry, the chocolate, and the caramel. So I have all 3 already in the refrigerator, and I just grab whichever one I feel like I want to drink at that moment. Drink my protein, and that's it. I'll be good. I can go off of that for a few hours. Then because my doctor required me to drink 3 protein shakes a day, which is 90 grams of protein, I kind of told myself, okay, I'll have a breakfast, a lunch, and a dinner. All right, so in between the protein and the lunch protein, the breakfast protein and the lunch protein, I will drink water. If I feel like I'm hungry, which I have not felt hungry at all this entire time, so I can't really say, but I know in my mind that I have to continuously drink things to make sure that I stay full so I don't get that feeling. So that's probably why I didn't get it. So what I was doing was just drinking in between breakfast and lunch protein drinks, water, and then I was drinking I might drink one of my Powerades, and that's that. Then lunch comes along, drink the second protein shake. If I want the same flavor, grab the same flavor. I literally just go in the refrigerator and just say, which one would I like now? Which one do I want? And I just take that flavor. That's the one that I drink. So I drink another protein, then I have some more water. I've always loved water, so the water thing hasn't been an issue for me. I've always loved water. I've always drank a lot of water. So drink me some more water. I've really kind of limit myself to 1 of those Powerades per day because I love water. I don't really, it's like, to drink the Powerade, I'm making a conscious decision to grab it, but I would just grab water if it wasn't there. So because I did purchase them, I'm drinking them. So I'll drink some more water. I may have a applesauce, which I have the cups and I have the little pouches. I love them both. I have unsweetened applesauce, and it's so good. Like, you don't even need sugar because they're already sweet. Like, the applesauce is already good. So I'll eat applesauce, or I'll eat a Jell-O. Then for lunchtime, what I've been doing is drinking my broth. Like, I really, really love the broth. I love beef broth the most. So I've been alternating between the beef and the chicken. So I'll warm up 16 ounces of broth, whichever, beef or chicken, and I'll drink that. 16 ounces. Like, that's the amount that is just really comfortable for me. In regards to the broth, I'm not really sure about the sodium levels. Like, I purchased the low sodium broth and I wasn't really fond of it, so I added like my own bouillon cubes to add more flavor to it. So really, I have no idea how much sodium I was taking in, which I don't know if it even matters, because the pre-op diet is not really for you to lose weight. The pre-op diet is for your liver to shrink. So the sodium really doesn't matter at this point, unless you have like high blood pressure or something like that, which I don't have. You know, for me, the sodium levels didn't matter, so I wasn't tripping off it being low sodium or not, which I did buy low sodium, but it was disgusting as is, so I had to add my own thing. Once again, I am a Louisiana girl and flavor is everything for us. So I added my there goes that computer again. There we go. So I added an extra bouillon cube, just one, to my 16 ounces, and it just gave it an extra oomph of flavor. So that's what I would have. So I have my broth for lunch, then I'm back to water again. Then for dinner, I would have another dose of 16 ounces of broth. Like, I really love the broth, y'all. Like, the broth, I think it's more so just to have something warm in your mouth. I haven't really struggled with the whole chewing thing. Like, I thought that I was gonna have issues with chewing. Like, I've been drinking, but I need to chew something. Like, I haven't had that. That hasn't happened to me. So I think because I've been having the warm broth and the cold items like the drinks and the applesauce, alternatively, I feel like I'm keeping my mind at bay, where it's not like you need some hot food. So maybe that helped for me, or maybe it didn't. Maybe my mind is just made up. I don't know, because I don't know no other way. Like, this is the only way I know in which I did. So I would have my broth for dinner. I would have my last protein shake right before I go to bed, just to kind of keep me full through the night and just give me a good night's sleep. And water, 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 water. So that's really it. Like, that's my routine every single day. I have yet to change that routine. Like, it's literally the same thing, but save different flavors. Different flavor Jello. Oh, I also have my popsicles, which are freaking amazing. Like, I can't even believe that we have sugar-free stuff and things with sugar, and they pretty much taste the same. It's weird, but the popsicles, if you go back to my pre-op haul, the popsicles that I told you guys that I found at Walmart that I was looking for, that I went to different Walmarts and couldn't find, guys, they taste better than the expensive ones. I ate one of the expensive ones and I was like, oh, okay. Then I went and I got one of the ones from Walmart, the little value pack. What? Oh my god, they were so good. Like, I'm addicted to them. I love them. So I'll have one, like, I'll have maybe, it's because it's 2 sticks, so you break it in 2. So I'll have like one of those a day or every other day. I haven't had very many of them because it's cold right now, and they're cold, it's freezing. And I actually was gone 4 of the 7 days of my first week. So I was working, so I didn't have them with me. But overall, that's what a typical day looks like for me. Then if we move along from day 1 to the rest of the week, everything for me was very, very simple and easy. I didn't have any hunger. I didn't have any cravings. I didn't have any like feelings of I can't do this. I mean, guys, like, I'm not even exaggerating this. This has been the easiest process for me, and I don't even know how to explain how I feel about it, because I thought when you first hear about these things, you hear about, oh my god, liquids, only liquids for 14 days? Girl, how you gonna do that? That is how I felt. I was a little nervous going into this, because I was like, I don't know how I'm gonna do this. I love food, and this is gonna be a challenge. I still have to feed my family. I still have to be around food. I have an event coming up that I have to be around food. How am I gonna do this? Easy as pie. It was so freaking easy. Like, I can't even, I'm still like astonished at myself that I was strong enough to do this, that I was strong enough to be like, no, I'm on a liquid diet, I'm good, I don't need it. this is good. I'll take this freeze pop. I'll take this applesauce. I'll drink this water. I'll eat this broth. Like, legit, I really have been so good. So I actually traveled to Atlanta, which I have the video. I just loaded it. It's a little late, guys. I was working, sorry. I have the video up, and it's gonna be up before this one, so you should be able to go back and watch that one if you haven't. It's just it's a little vlog. It's super choppy. I was a speaker at a conference, and I didn't get to film as much as I wanted to because I was always like doing something, so it is very choppy, but you get the gist of it. And I show you guys what I brought with me, and how I traveled with it and how I maintained myself. And I will say this, for that trip, I was in Atlanta for 3 days, 2 nights. I was so strict with myself that I didn't go to a particular dinner. Like, I was invited to a speaker dinner where it was a plated dinner, and because it was an intimate atmosphere and it was a plated service, I didn't go because I didn't want to waste the food. First of all, I didn't want them to bring me the food and then I can't eat it, and then I didn't want to have people asking me, are you gonna eat? Why you're not eating? And then it's like something's wrong, versus me just taking care of what I have to take care of for what I got going on. So I just decided not to go. So to be honest, the whole time I was in Atlanta for my trip, I stayed in my room after the actual conference was over. Like, everybody got together and went out for dinner and stuff like that, hung out at the bar. I just stayed in my room and watched TV and did some work, because that's how committed I am to this. That's how my mind is like, you need to focus on this journey and this journey alone, because you've not focused on it for so long in your life. You've given your attention to everything else except for this. Now is the time. The time is now. So nothing else mattered. I didn't feel like I missed out on anything. I didn't feel like that dinner that I would have been served was gonna be the best meal on God's green earth and I missed it. It didn't even faze me. I just was, you know, I just was in my room doing work and drinking my broth and having a good old dandy old time, minding mine. And that's it. I was very happy. I didn't have any issues at all. So while I was in Atlanta, everything went well. I didn't have any cravings once again. Another thing, my doctor told me that I could have 4 ounces of lean meat the first week, once a day, for the first 7 days. I declined that option. I did not even take that option because I wanted to go as hard and as strong as I could, and that meant doing it strictly by what was on that paper and not taking a saver option. I looked at the meat as a saver option because it was separated from the actual pre-op list, but it was like a little paragraph that said, we know this can be a time where it's really hard for you, blah 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 blah. If you get hungry, you can have 4 ounces of lean meat per day. So that wasn't a part of the diet. That was what I considered to be a saver option, and I don't need saving. I am trying to do this right. I don't want to be saved. I don't want to take any shortcuts. I want to do this and do it well and do it right. So tisk on me for not taking the option. Whatever, I didn't miss it. I felt fine. I had pure energy running through my body. I didn't need the meat saver option. I didn't need any extra calories. I didn't need any extra anything. I was just fine. So that's where I am with that. I think my camera is gonna shut us off. Okay, and we're back. So yeah, so to recap, week 1, super easy, done. I'm on day 10 right now, and I will go over some things that I did. So I told myself that I was not going to weigh myself until the day before surgery. So I weighed myself the first day, and then I was gonna weigh myself the day before surgery, which is my last day of the diet, because I have to be on a I can't eat or drink anything after midnight the day of surgery. So that's when I'm gonna weigh myself. That well, I'll weigh myself the morning. What do I want to do, since I'm gonna have, yeah, I'll probably weigh myself the morning of surgery. That would probably make the most sense, huh? Oh, no, I'll just weigh myself the morning of the last day of the diet, because I'll be getting weighed the day of surgery, and then that'll be my new weight anyway. So I'll weigh myself the morning of the last day, because you never know, I might lose a pound or something that day, who knows, whatever. But being a human being and being so used to the scale dictating our lives, I actually unconsciously stepped on the scale when I got back home from Atlanta, because I did so good. And I think I felt in my mind, I was just like, man, like I sacrificed this meal, I sacrificed every single one of the lunches. I mean, guys, I literally was sitting at a table with professional industry people while they were eating their gourmet lunch, and I was sitting there at a professionally dressed table, silverware and all, with a cup of applesauce. It was the funniest thing. And then I'm sitting at a reserved table with all these big people, and I have applesauce. Like, it was so funny. But you know, a few of the people that were there knew that I was on a liquid diet, so it wasn't a big deal. But the masses, everybody else, nobody really knew. So to be sitting at the table, and I had the applesauce like under the table, and then bringing a spoon up and like trying to keep it from spilling. Actually, the first day I had a fork, so that was the worst thing. I had a fork the first day, and then finally I found a spoon at the buffet that they were all getting their food from the second day. So when I was sitting there eating it, it wasn't as bad. But that first day, I was like trying to keep the applesauce from spilling with the fork, but it was hilarious. But anyways, it was fine, it worked out, and everybody was super supportive of me. That I had to kind of tell, like people that I'm close to, I told, because I didn't want them to think I was freaking weird. So yeah, anywho, so what I was saying is I did get on the scale. So I got on the scale, it was actually the 7th day, which was the day that I came back. So day 7, I weighed myself. No, I weighed myself on the 8th day that morning. My bad, it was the morning. So I weighed myself on day 8 in the morning, and I could not believe it. Like, I had lost an even 8 pounds, guys. Like, 7 days, 8 pounds. I don't know about you, but I'm not gonna say and beat myself up for 8 pounds. I think that's amazing. I mean, all 8 of it was probably, you know, waste, poop coming out and all that, but it's 8 pounds nonetheless. And I can feel it. Like, I feel it in my clothes, I can feel it in my face. Like, my face is not as fat. I can see it in my face, really, to be honest. Like, I always lose weight in my face first, and then I lose it in my stomach a little bit. Like, my stomach will start going down a little bit, but my thighs and my arms and just me being wide, it takes forever. But I could definitely feel a difference in my body and the way my clothes fit. So I knew I had dropped something, but I was very happy to see 8 pounds. I thought that was amazing. I know some people lose a whole lot more that first week on their liquid diet, but guess what? I am not in this game to compare myself to anybody else. I am in a race with myself and myself only. So if the next person lost 22 pounds week 1, congratulations, that is amazing. But my body is my body, and I am super proud of my 8 pounds. So don't nobody come for me in my 8 pounds, because my 8 pounds are great, and they are mine, and they are gone forever, okay? So that's all that matters here. I'm not worried about nobody else. And if you are out here comparing yourself to someone else, slap out of it. Don't do it. Do not compare your journey to anybody else's journey. Your journey is your own journey. That's it. Like, you will be a powerhouse killer if you compare yourself to somebody else. You could be out here killing the game for your body and make yourself feel like you're not, because you're worried about how somebody else's journey went, or this person did that. Or you could be watching my video right now, start your pre-op next week, and only lose 2 pounds and be like, oh my god, Sierra lost 8 pounds, why did I only lose 2? You only lost 2 because that's what your body decided to do, and that's what was best for your particular body. And guess what? 2 pounds is amazing. 2 pounds is amazing. How we're obese people, we're overweight. How often are we losing 2 pounds? I mean, we're not losing usually, we're usually maintaining or gaining. So a loss is a loss, guys. And 8 pounds for me, I am like hallelujah, you know. But the crazy thing is, when I first stepped on the scale, the first thing that happened before I controlled myself, the very first thing that happened, I was like, dang, I only lost 8 pounds. I was like, I freaking damn near, I'm like starving myself. I'm drinking liquids. Obviously, I'm not getting 1,200 plus calories. My calories on my fitness pal are always less than 500. So it's like, technically, I'm not getting a lot of calories. I'm drinking all this water, literally water, and I only lost 8 pounds? Really? Just 8 pounds. But then guess what happened? I snapped out of it quick. Like, it was literally like maybe a minute of, oh. And then I was like, girl, that's motherfucking 8 pounds. Like, when the last time you lost 8 pounds in 7 days, girl? Like, tell me when the last time you lost 8 pounds in 7 days. I had to put my own damn self in check, because I'm like, no ma'am, no. We are not about to make this not a big thing. This is a big thing, and we are going to celebrate these 8 pounds. And it's not even about the pounds, ma'am. Remember, you told yourself it's not about the weight. It's about shrinking your liver. It's about getting your body in the best shape for surgery. That is what this pre-op diet is about. Check yourself before you wreck yourself, is what I had to tell myself. So, yes, I am so happy with my little 8 pounds. My little, big, whatever, I am happy with them, and I feel healthier than ever. So I know that God is preparing my body for this surgery, and my surgeon is gonna be like, girl, let me tell you, you gave me the best possible workspace that I could have asked for, and that's all I want to know, is that I did my job so he could do his, and then I'm gonna let God take care of the rest, okay? And if I could do that little thing that them Kardashians do, oh, whatever the hell they be doing, that's what I would be doing. A click, okay, because I am happy. So yes, so week 1 is done, and I am almost done with week 2 at this point. So I'm gonna have to make that video, guys, like in the next couple days. I'll probably have to make it, I'm gonna have to make it on Monday morning. So today is actually Thursday, so I'll make that video on Monday morning after I weigh myself, and I'll get that up on Monday, because I want y'all to keep up, because surgery is on Tuesday and I'm 5 days away. So I definitely want you guys to keep up. And if you're not following my Instagram page, make sure you go follow my Instagram page, because that's where I'll be posting things like I guess to the minute a little bit, just to let everybody know I'm okay. Everybody's been super, like, just so sweet. So many people have sent me messages of encouragement and thanking me for encouraging them. I mean, little old me. Well, thank you. And I am honored, because this is not a small fret. Like, this is a major change in your life. So if I'm helping someone, I am so happy to be able to help you, and you are helping me too. So don't think that this is a one-way street. This is a give and take relationship. I'm giving, I might need you to give me something one day, okay? Like, I might need you to be like, girl, get yourself together, okay? So this is a relationship that we are building here. But yeah, so I do want to just say one thing about the liquid diet, and I only had one problem, okay? One problem, and this might be a little TMI, and I saved it for the end. So if you don't want to hear it, you can chuck them deuces, but if you want the real, I'm going to give you the real. I was constipated on day 5. Day 5 came through, and I was like, yo, something is wrong here, because I cannot get this stuff out, and I could tell that it was backing up. And I'm like, yo, hello, I got to go. Like, I was on the toilet straining. I'm like, what is happening? I have never had a problem with my stuff coming out. It'd be ready. It wasn't ready, y'all. So I contacted my doctor. I asked some questions in my forum, in the group that we are all in, that we all share the same doctor. And everybody told me to take Smooth Move tea, which I already had because I've someone else had recommended it to me a long time ago when I think I was constipated or something. I don't remember. But anywho, someone recommended it to me a long time ago, so I already had it. So my doctor, it was on the weekend when I wrote this in the group, and my doctor didn't respond to the next day, so I had already taken it, but they did tell me it was okay to take it. But I took it, but because I was backed up, guys, and I could tell I needed to go bad, I took 2 bags and I steeped them for a long time, and I squeezed it, so it was like super strong, and I only used 8 ounces of water. Big mistake, okay? Do not do that, all right? Smooth Move tea is great on its own. You don't need to do 2 bags. You don't need it. Sure don't need it. Yeah, it was a situation. It works. It absolutely works. It works. So the day that I left for Atlanta, guys, your girl was literally struggling. The bathroom was never close enough. Like, that shit had me shitting all day for 2 days. It was literally like an explosion every time. Okay? I'm being honest with you guys. I just need y'all to know, because this is the real. I'm giving you the real. That's what happened when I took that goddamn Smooth Move tea. It worked though, and I got relief. And I think that might have been a big part of my 8 pounds, y'all. But it works. It definitely works. So if you do experience constipation, it is normal. But I do suggest that if you are starting to take fiber with your vitamins, if you're taking any vitamins, or take a little fiber pill every day, or drink the Smooth Move tea if your surgeon approves. Always ask your surgeon for permission. Don't listen to me. I ain't nobody. I'm just me. Ask your surgeon first if Smooth Move tea is okay for you. And if it is, I would suggest maybe drinking it, you know, like day 3, then maybe day 5, then maybe day 7, like every other day, or maybe every other 2 days. So that's what I'm doing now. And I had another day where I got a little constipated because I was in Atlanta and I didn't have it with me. No, actually I did bring it with me, but I didn't use it. Completely brain farted. Didn't think I needed it, and then didn't think I was ready. And then I realized I hadn't gone in like 2 days. So I'm like, I gotta use the bathroom. And then I felt like it was a little stuck, and so I drank some and it came right out. But this time I just took the 1 bag and I was fine. So 1 bag is all you need. Don't drink any more than 1 bag, okay? And yeah, so that is it. Oh, let me give y'all my measurements. Let me give y'all my measurements. Okay, y'all, I lost 4 inches. What? Okay, so let me give you these numbers. All right, so my wrist was last week, well, when I started on the 23rd, my wrist was my wrist was 7 inches. Now my wrist is 6 3/4 inches. My neck was 15 inches. My neck is now 14.5 inches. My pooch area, I explained that in my starting my pre-op liquid diet video. I measured like the little fat pooch area, like the weight, how much it sticks out from my belly button to under my stomach, and it started at 10 inches. Now it is a whopping 8 inches. So I lost 2 inches on the pooch, yo. Yes. And then I measured myself around, so like I measured my widest part of my body, my belly, around my back, and I was 56 inches around. Now I am 54.5 inches around. And then I also have my other measurements. Let me go to my app that I'm saving those in, and I'll give you guys a quick little rundown, and then I'll be done. Let me grab them. All right, so my okay, so my waist originally was 50 inches around, and that is 48.5, so 48.5. Then my, wait, I did something wrong here. You know what? I think I measured my waist wrong, y'all, because I couldn't remember what area of my waist I measured. So let's scratch that. Let's not worry about the waist. My hips were 55 inches around. What the heck? Oh, shucks. Okay, you know what? That app is messing me up right now. Don't worry about it. I will do a whole video on measurements when I do my 2 week. That's what we'll do. We'll come back to that. I'll do my measurements on when I do my 2 week final review of the liquid diet. I'll do a whole little measurement segment on there. That way we can just take into account the measurements and the weight from the beginning, like I thought I was gonna do, instead of week 1, week 2. But week 1 I did lose 4 inches and I lost 8 pounds, so that should be good enough for now. So yes guys, if you have any questions, let me know. Once again, if you follow my Instagram, that is where I'm posting daily. You know, surgery is in 5 days, so if you want to, you know, be up to the minute, wish me well, send me prayers. I love it. I would greatly appreciate it. It would be very much so appreciated. So yeah, talk to you guys later, and you guys wish me luck, because you won't see me again until after surgery probably, because obviously I'm gonna do the video and then by the time I post it I'll probably be in surgery. So yes, wish me luck guys.